Hey LEGO fans, it's Ben here from the Brick Scientists, and today we're going to be reviewing the 2017 LEGO Batman movie, Mr. Freeze Ice Attack. It says 70901 and it has 201 pieces. This set has a bunch of new pieces, all of which are used in Mr. Freeze's Ice Mech. That's what I'm gonna call it, all except for one, and that's Batman's utility belt. That, I think, is the coolest part in the set. It's very awesome. It's going to be able to be used for tons of mocks. So, without further ado, let's get into the set and take a closer look. So, here we have Mr. Freeze's Ice Mech. It is a very nice build. It uses quite a few small parts and quite a few new 2017 parts. A few of which I will point out. First are these short transparent hoses with another blue flexible rod in them. LEGO has ones just like this, but they're much longer. So it is nice to get them in a very short version. Another new piece is the piece that Mr. Freeze stands in, the main body of the mech. It is quite big. It reduces you mainly just build around it. You don't really build up the body as much. I would like to have not had that piece so you could build the body, but it will be a very useful piece in the future. Let's take his big freeze ray out of the mech's hands, and those are also another new part. They are just very simple hands, as you can see, but other than that, I think that's all the new pieces for the mech itself. And then to take Mr. Freeze out, you just pull down on the back and then lift Mr. Freeze up. There's also a console in there, focus camera. A console probably showing how strong the freeze ray is, but I like that sticker. It should be pretty useful in the future. And then that just folds down. So overall, a very nice build. It could definitely be used, the build, to make other types of mechs based on the design, just use different colors, but it's definitely a very nice build. So first we're going to look at this little assembly. I'm saving best for last. So we're going to start off with this. This is probably just a piece of the factory. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm not entirely sure, but it's very, very simple. You've got this piece right here that just moves. You can move it 45 degrees and just choose where you want it. So that's pretty nice. You can have it there. But the back is very simple. As you can see, it's just the green bricks. There is some pipes, some red pipes here and here. There's a little wheel here. This is probably a pressure gauge. There's a computer, a tape right there, tape for a tape player, which I bet that's not what it's supposed to be, but it's there. a lever right here with green and red light, probably to activate something, and then a coffee mug. So this also right here, I'm not sure what it's for. It's probably supposed to be part of a catwalk, I'm assuming, but I'm not sure. So let's get on to the next thing. So here we have the 3 minifigures included with the set. Left to right, it's Batman, Mr. Freeze, and the security guard. They all have an accessory. Batman has 2, his heat gun and his batarang. The batarang is just the original. Nothing has changed about it, so let's get it out of the way. Then his heat gun is also very simple, as you can see. Nothing really special about it. But I also want to take a look at Mr. Freeze's freeze gun. As you can see, it is a very bulky gun. It is just a lot of small parts built up around a base, and on the top it has a stud shooter, and they include 1 extra stud for that. But and on the side there is this, and this probably supposed to be a canister of ice or whatever it's using to power it. So there's that. But it's kind of hard to take a close look at the minifigures because of all their accessories. So let's take some of those off. So I removed some of their accessories, and as you can see, Batman is pretty simple. Mr. Freeze probably has the most detail, and the security guard is just a security guard. So let's take a closer look at Batman right now. I'm gonna zoom in. As you can see, he has his regular mask that Batman has had for a number of years, and as you can see, he doesn't have the white band going across over his eyes. I love that. I did not like that white band. So thank you, Lego, for using a different print. But then moving on to his body, I believe it's the same body or torso for Batman that Lego has been using for quite a few years. But the utility belt, that I am very excited about. As you can see, it just goes around his hips like so, and you just set it over the hips and then place the torso on. But then now moving on to Mr. Freeze, he is very detailed. As you can see, his torso is very nice. That could be used for a number of different minifigures. So could the legs. The legs are very nice. They're very nice. So now moving on to the security guard, just very simple. As you can see, he has a mustache, and black pants, and just a typical security guard torso. But then moving on to the backs, as you can see, Batman and I'll take that off. The security guard both have alternate faces. Batman's is looking a little more angry, and the security guard is pretty scared. But Mr. Freeze doesn't, but I don't think it's needed. But as you can see on the back of Batman, it's just very simple again. So there's that. And then Mr. Freeze, Lego is still doing the very nice detail on his back. And then the security guard doesn't really have anything. So, very nice minifigures. And I also forgot to mention the security guard just has a regular gun. So let's get on to my final thoughts about the set. So here we have another little assembly off to the side. It's a big hunk of ice that Mr. Freeze has frozen a security guard into. The security guard we will look at closer when we take a look at the minifigs, but right now I just want to focus on the chunk of ice. It is very, very simple, probably as simple as you could get. It just is two large rock pieces molded in transparent blue, and there are a couple hinges right here, and you can just open it up and let the security guard out. But it is very simple, as you can see. So let's move on. So my thoughts about the set are very positive. I think it's a very good set. It has a ton of play value, and I cannot stop mentioning Batman's utility belt. It is so cool. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.